Jeez, I didn't think it was that hot. Good Lord. Where's he at, dude? Where's he at, dude? Right there. She's just an old hound dog. It's a good girl. Good girl. Well, good morning, folks. We finally got some rain. Well over an inch. So now, back here where the feed is, it's a muddy mess. Hay grinder's coming today, so I'm just moving the payloader, moving this around, and then gonna go move some cattle. It's a high of 77 today, so cattle will be feeling pretty good. Way better than that 105-degree heat they were fighting a couple days ago. We were needing the rain, that's for sure. We were getting really dry. Well, Dad said he was gonna come pick me up. Must have got lost. He wouldn't make a very good Uber driver. Good dang near go for a swim. Moving these cows out of here, so I'm just gonna shut the old windmill off here. I think it rained a little bit up here. I don't know. That's a good rain there. Getting a little hot here. We've had a problem with the Gator for a while. I think it's a sensor of some kind, because I've only been driving it for like 15 minutes. There's no reason for it to get hot. But here we are. Jeez, I didn't think it was that hot. Good Lord. Where did that go? Not the smartest thing. I didn't think it was actually that hot. Thought it would just gurgle out. That's what it usually does. Well, that was interesting. Not the smartest idea I've had lately, but well, now I gotta find something to use to actually fill it up. And this is about all I got. An old crinkled up can. Well, this is gonna take forever. What a treat here. Well, I should get this done in about half an hour. This is fun. Only 30 more to go. Well, I'd say we're about halfway. About halfway there. It's the last one. You can actually see it. Look at that. Only took half an hour. Not actually. Didn't take that long, but long enough. Really? We're back in action. All right, now we'll go move the cows. All right, ladies, let's get out of here. You too, fella. This is old grandma here, 1463. Had her first calf in 14, so she's what? Old? She's old. We actually had to move these cattle into this pasture the other day during that 105-degree heat because the calf crawled through the tank and jumped into where our solar well, where all our solar well wires are, and pulled out one of the connections. And so I went up there to check water that morning, and there was about 5 weeks left. So thankfully we went up there that morning right away, and we were able to move them out into this pasture with the windmill where didn't have to worry so much about water. And they've been here for a couple days. So just moved them back into the pasture they were previously in to get them back in there. So we want to stay off this a little bit. It's a little shorter, so I want to get back off of this. Yep. Hi, calves. Remember, folks, if you really want to help me out, hit subscribe, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It'd really help me out. Come on, old Red, we're waiting on you. Got us a hot cow over here. Got a couple other fellas starting to trail around her. Got another fella coming over to see what's going on. This dude here, he's kind of the guy who's kind of taking over the role of thinking he's the herd bull. They're all yearlings. They don't really fight too bad. We haven't had any, well, as I say that, I was just gonna say we haven't had any broken tools, and this fella right here, he's got a problem. Right there, you can see he's got a broken tool. Gonna have to get him out of here and get another bowl in. We'll get a different bowl kicked in here. We have 2 in with the replacement heifers, and we really only need 1, so I'll pull him off, throw that one in here. We have 9 yearling bulls in this bunch. Yearling bulls, usually rule of thumb is they'll cover about 20 cows. And so really we have enough bull power even without him, but you just want to get him out of here because he's gonna disrupt, other bulls doing their job. So, like I said, got to get him out. But I probably won't be doing that today because it usually takes 2 guys to get a bull off. They kind of do their own thing. Got a lot of old cows in here, so kind of slow moving. Another 1400 number there. This old girl here's a 1400 number too. Looking pretty good for being 13, 14 years old. Come on, ladies, let's get out of here. Just leaving their trash everywhere. It's probably me. Are you getting it? The gate's right there in that corner. You think they'd go through there? No. Then there's this old girl. This is the oldest cow in the bunch. She's a 1200 number, born in 2010, first calf in 2012. Still hanging around. But she's looking pretty good for an old granny. She's actually the oldest cow in everybody. That's the oldest cow on the place, right there. Still looking pretty good. Still got a nice calf on her, too. There. They finally decided to push through the gate. Should have worn my muck boots today. Well, got them moved. Well, the next thing we're going to do here is tear into this old girl. For some reason, this thing won't pick up. And I noticed the other day when we tried it, this thing was leaking like a sieve. So I'm going to take the cylinder off, take it to them, see if they can't fix it. Hopefully that's the problem, which I assume it is, with how much it's leaking hydraulic oil. And yeah, we'll go from there. And of course I grabbed all standard wrenches, and everything on that seems to be metric, so back to the shop. Alright, I think I got the right stuff this time. Take these dudes off. Where can I put these so I know I'll lose them? And these, I'm guessing, yeah. I'm guessing this is just a big pin. Take these out, punch the pin through, pull that out. Simple. Alrighty, got these 2 off. I'm really hoping this is a problem. I don't see how it couldn't be. This is the only place I've seen it leak anywhere, so hopefully we'll be cutting with this old girl by maybe the weekend. Yeah, better make a phone call, make sure I'm, doing this right. Now, I know that this cylinder isn't what brings up the whole thing. This cylinder picks it up, I know that. I already knew that. But it's leaking out of here, so I'm thinking the whole flow is thrown off by it leaking out of here. Not building enough pressure to pick it up. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I ought to take both of them off, but I mean, this one don't leak. I think I'll just take them both off if I can figure out how to take this one off, because I mean, this one's just leaking like crazy. This one, I don't think is the issue. This number off of here. Take these 2 dudes off, should be good. This one, obviously got to take that off. This pin's got to go. Take this whole thing out for now. See if I can't lose that. simple little thing. Came off way easier than I figured. Probably go get a ratchet and a couple sockets. Would make a lot more sense. This one looks like the old knuckle breaker. Oh, come on. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with Crisco here. Alrighty. Got her off here. Little of this. Little of that. She's coming. Slow but sure. Well, there's that. How many tools am I going to lose out here? Really? Well, we got her out. Take that to town, see if that's the problem. Get a new one if it is. Just got to get this one off, which seems to be easier said than done. I thought this pin would come out. I thought this pin would come out fairly, not easy, but well, finally got them both off. This one here is that one that was sitting in here. There's actually two separate pins that sat in here. So instead of one, like I was thinking, it was two, which makes way more sense, because if it was one all the way through, how would the cylinder work? But finally got that bolt off. And it gave me enough room. Put some vice grips on, you know, use the old hammer a little bit, and they finally wiggled loose and came out. So we'll take those over to them tomorrow and get them fixed, and hopefully we'll be rolling. Also got to do a bunch of other service work on that. Got to take those shells off, put some gear oil down in there, obviously grease everything, change the knives, all that fun jazz before we start cutting. Well, we're heading to check on one more bunch of cows, check water, put out salt, all that good stuff. Hey, you gotta be patient here, you old goats. Come on, ladies, got some salt for you. So you don't have time to waste. I think the old girls want some salt. I'll get it to you, ladies. It's only been a couple of days, but you'd think they haven't had salt all summer. Want that? The calves are all looking good. Everybody's feeling pretty good. It's a nice 70-degree day rather than 105. Need some?